Welcome everyone. This is the Polkadot Hub story update.
Yeah, hey everyone. A month passed by, so we are here to give you some information about last month.
So a lot of things happened and developed. We have great news. We want to show you a little history where we started and where we are now with all the new updates and new partners and ecosystem information. Let's see this from my browser. So we started with the VIP Villa meetup. That was the first thing we organized here in Bali after we found a really nice location. But turns out the villa idea was not the best. We found even better than the villa. So imagine that we come here, we want to build the first physical Polkadot hub, and we find the best villa possible for the location, and we find even better than this. We will get back to this at the end of this presentation because the location is just awesome. We will show some pictures about it. But we did many other things during that time.
Yeah, in the meanwhile, we hosted a unit network ecosystem workshop. We started to creating a token gating system for the Telegram group. It was quite successful, and we also held our second meetup, which was also really successful. And I cooked Hungarian goulash for
Yeah.
for the attendees, so that was pretty cool. And yeah, and in the meanwhile, we attended also to Breath and Bodywork. Adrian from Unit Network, he's a really good coach. Actually, today was the first one for me, and it was a really nice sensation. Uh, Imagine that you're on the ocean side and you're doing this body work and breath work above your head, palm trees. So it was a really amazing experience.
Yeah, so we didn't just do the coding and workshop thing and the hackathon days on Fridays, but we also went out and did some breath and body work, which also included some Krav Maga practice, some self-defense. So we did a really nice and funny social event with Web3 people. And we also got into the news in this region, and I really like the title actually, like Web3 experience like never before, and that's what actually we want to bring with the Polkadot Hubs, and there is an S in the end now because the idea is to create the concept. The original idea was to create the concept itself, but now we talked with the Parity Web3 Foundation. There is also a Spanish online Polkadot Hub community which we started to talk with. So it seems that there are multiple Polkadot hubs around the world. It's just not having any frameworks or people just opening up hubs, and there is no actual standardization or meaning behind that. Everyone has a different idea. So our proposal, which we are working on, wants to solve this. We are now thinking about probably having multiple milestones, but not go. I don't want to go too far into the details about this. But what I can tell you is there are already many ecosystem interested in it, multiple locations want to adopt Polkadot hubs all around the world, so things are going pretty well in this sense.
Yeah, that's what I really wanted to ask. That should we spoiler some
It's
locations or it's not the time?
locations we already spoiled.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
We also started our Twitter where we keep you updated about what's going on. Yeah, the nice ledger we got from the unit guys. Thank you for this cool stuff. Already using it. Yeah, so check out our Twitter. We
And
keep
follow
you
us.
posted, and yeah, yeah, you can see our nice Web3 breakfast here in Bali. We were actually working on a proposal in this morning at that time. That's why we posted it. There was panel discussion on Monday. It's really fresh. The video is already out, but Gabo can tell more about this.
Yeah, we gather around at Tropical Nomad, which is a famous place here. It's a co-working space, and on every Monday there's Speak Up Monday, and every fourth week the discussion is about blockchain and Web3 mostly, and we are honored to be there, and we have invited from Michael from Republic Rupia, and accompanied with Anta, who's head of the Bali Blockchain Center, and we had an opportunity to speak about blockchain, Web3, and our collaboration with Bali Blockchain Center and the Polkadot Hubs, which we want to create here.
Yeah, and also we should, I think, mention Baliola a little bit, because this region is focusing a lot on NFTs, and Baliola is, I think, the largest NFT project in this region, for sure in Denpasar, and what they do is to use NFTs and blockchain in a very meaningful way, because they actually use copyright protection, and they save or secure artists' work through blockchain. And they also have some KYC. Some people like KYC, some don't. But here it's very useful actually, because all the artists are verified. So if you buy something from Baliola, then you can be sure that this is a legitimate artist, and 100% sure what you are getting is the real stuff from the real artist. I think they are doing really well on what they are doing, and they supported many artists during the rise of COVID. So this was one of the projects that were started, and it's already working. I like projects that are actually working and people use it, and there are social events around it, and something is happening. So I think it's a good example, and that's why I wanted to mention it.
And also they will implement some other cool features and upcoming projects, which is really nice, because what Six has mentioned, still they helping the local society in a positive way. So it was really overwhelming to come here and see that they are fully dedicated for this technology, blockchain and smart contracts, not just like coin shilling and 10x tomorrow. So it's a really nice experience. So it's totally different than I think in Western countries. So
Yeah, right. And actually, Unit Network also did some really cool thing in the past here in Bali, because there is a Canggu shortcut that's a famous road known by those people who drive here a lot. Well, if you come to Bali for 1 or 2 weeks, you will be already driving a lot, because that will be probably the main way of your transfer. And Unit Network, using their community and also the Web3 way of thinking and mindset, they basically fixed the Canggu shortcut, which was for a long time a totally screwed up but very important road. So they collected enough funds to fix this, and they just did it. So blockchain was in this case again utilized for something meaningful, and we are using Canggu shortcut, and like I think thousands of people, I don't know, maybe tens of thousands of people use it. That's very important place.
And those projects are really meaningful, because I don't want to spoiler, because Anta said to me that not to spoiler their upcoming projects, but it's still focused on supporting the local community and local artists. So if you want to support them later on, then definitely check Baliola.
Yeah, cool stuff. We also started 2 repositories, so if you want to see what we did with the Unit Network workshop, and we also started to think about contributor, the NFT project, which is part of the Polkadot Hub concept. So people who are contributing the Polkadot Hub, they get some petals. You can read way more about this on the wiki, which we created recently, and some code. We just did the Solidity. Maybe we will do also the ink version of it. The goal was to learn and collaborate, and we explained how this project works to those who attended. So yeah, if you want to have a look, then it's just there. And we also made an NFT. So another hackathon day, we made a Polkadot Hub Bali Sanctuary NFT collection, which is already verified on Singular Remark. So we have 5 of those NFTs, which well, that's basically a collection of our experiences and what we have done so far. We will keep updating it. There are like 2 or maybe 3 new events that just happened. Yeah, just for fun, we save some experiences on the blockchain.
Precious memories.
Yeah.
And more to come.
Yeah, that's for sure. So we already talked about blockchain Bali Center and what was happening with the villa and the workshops and what coding we did and Twitter accounts and stuff like this and well actually on Telegram we also have a lot of activity going on and that we started to talk more and more with Parity because Parity is also working on the Polkadot Hub concept and we just recently learned that Web3 Foundation is also somehow interested in this. So there will be some further meetings in the next days. So next time we talk, hopefully there will be even more. And we really hope that in the next days we will have the treasury proposal ready because we wanted to start with the child bounties and it turned out there are way more possibilities and way more things that are happening. So now what we are sending to the treasury is the concept, the framework, idea that we work on this together with the ecosystem teams and everyone who is now in the working group or whatever we call it in the hub community. And we also want to propose the first 8 weeks of Bali Sanctuary in a very nice location. So 8 meetups from April 7 here in this huge awesome building, because what we just got as a deal or what we just agreed a couple of days ago, 2 days ago I think.
Yeah, 2 days ago. So it's I think it's not a secret anymore. So
yeah, that's not a secret anymore. It was a very long meeting. We talked a lot about Indonesia's concept about blockchain and that blockchain will be hopefully very soon the second largest industry in Denpasar region, so basically whole Bali in the end. And blockchain Bali Center has this building for 5 years and now for this year Polkadot Hub also has a location in this awesome huge building. So if you want to see it from the inside, we show you some pictures. We haven't moved our stuff there, but that's a huge building with theaters and art galleries. There are often NFT art galleries, by the way, here. Many students come to the location, so it's perfect for education and teaching students to learn about blockchain and Polkadot and NFT, how to create their own ones. There are classes going on. This is the cinema room. We have a really nice park near the building. So if we do the social events and body work, then there are like, well, in this place there are like endless possibilities.
Yeah.
It's just awesome.
Yeah, I mean it's just perfect. So I mean that's the perfect word.
Yeah, there are some shows. So it won't be just the Polkadot Hub building, of course, but it means that the Polkadot Hub itself is hosted in this building in one of the offices, probably with Anta and their developer team, and whatever is needed. If you want to do a conference, if you want to do a meetup or whatever, this building will be available for us, and we can just say, okay, we are doing a meetup in the cinema room, and we do a presentation, or we do a workshop and we watch development videos. We want to use the cinema. It's ours, and we can use it after we book it. We can use the conference room. I think it's 500 or 600 people can be fit there. So perfect for a conference. So this is a very nice opportunity to to Polkadot and also to Indonesia, because we can bring the events here. We already have quite a few ambassadors here in this region. They just didn't know about, so we had to come here and talk to people and say, here is this guy, here is that girl, and talk to each other, and let's bring this whole concept into life. And now we see that it's becoming a living thing, and people are getting more interested, and everyone is getting more hyped. Since we came here, like I think now the region is clearly, at least the crypto and blockchain people are talking about Polkadot, not about us, but Polkadot. That's important.
Yeah, it's really important. It's like a snowball, you know. We just needed to start rolling it, and then people come and say, "Where's the Polkadot Hub? How can we collaborate? How can we join this concept and this initiative?" So it's really amazing. Then we came here in early January. Our Telegram group was like 30-ish members. Yeah, and now we tripled it already, and it's growing really fast.
Yeah, that's a funny picture, because this table was made by some local artist, and it's a totally custom table. It's like real wood stuff, which we were like surprised when we came here first time, because here you don't have this kind of material which we often see in Europe or Western countries. Here, if it's wood, it's like that's freaking wood. It's full on.
Yes.
Yeah,
And this
that's
was
cool thing.
and this was the room
Yeah,
also.
that was the
yeah,
room. That's why
the
I
room,
wanted to
yeah.
mention. And the chairs have some weight. It's not like, oh, it's a chair. It's like, oh, that's a
Yeah.
chair. Yeah, it's just a fun thing. Things are very different here.
We haven't
in
finished
this
the
region.
sentence. So that was the
Oh, yeah,
room.
sorry.
No, so that was the room.
Not that, but
Yeah, the other one, which we had the agreement from the government and also from Bali Blockchain Center.
Yeah, yeah. We have like a lot of rooms in this building. So yeah. Okay, let's move on, because there are like more than 1,000 pictures here, so we don't want to go through all of them. We want to talk about the wiki, where you can already register, you can already use it. The wiki, the Polkadot Hubs org wiki's idea is to collect the information related Polkadot hubs, to have a list of the ones that are being built, the existing ones, and so on. This is something in a very early stage. What we are doing is that we are writing the proposal, and for a very long details and very idea-ish parts, we use the wiki. We save our efforts and experiences here, so you can think about it as a know-how and the community built know-how. Right now it's a DokuWiki, but if we get the proposal funds, then we will see how we improve this and how we connect it to Git, or maybe we use the fork from the Polkadot Hub wiki. I already tried it a couple of days ago. It's pretty easy to fork Polkadot Hub wiki and just use it as our own. The reason we chose DokuWiki still was because you can just register, login, and already edit it. You do not need to know Git. And for the Polkadot Hub wiki or the Kusama wiki, you need to know Git, at least on a level that you have a basic understanding of what a fork is, and why you need to send a pull request, and why it's not just an edit button where you just save it. So some people, especially like artists and some people who are not technical, they would have issues with that. So we chose this now. We already have a lot actually written on it, but it's being organized.
It's not visible yet, I think, right?
Yeah, everything is visible.
Everything's visible.
Of course.
Okay.
So everything is visible, so it's just not in the menu, but if you go to the recent changes or use the search, you will find everything. The good thing in it, it's a little bit like blockchain, that every small thing is saved, so you can always track who modified what and when and so on. And this can be also actually put on on Git. We will see how we proceed with that. So just wanted to let you know that we already have a wiki which is used for information, and you can also, if you want to run your own Polkadot Hub, then feel free to register. Or if you want to share some ideas, or if you want to contribute, then this place is meant to be that for now. Anything else?
I think you summarized it pretty well, the wiki page. And I think that was the previous month's happenings, I think.
Yeah, pretty intense. Very, I wouldn't say very far maybe from what we started with. We definitely follow the core idea that we are building Polkadot hubs with the community all around the world, and we are collaborating with as many entities. It's not just the ecosystem, but the Bali government, companies like Code Cluster who also applied to run a hub, or partners from Dubai and so on. So there are many people, companies, ecosystems, and so on interested in the whole thing. So that's very cool to build it. It feels really nice.
Yeah, it is. I mean, I'm speechless. Basically.
Yeah. So that was the update. If you have questions or want to reach out, then ask Victor, because he knows all the details where you can find us and how. We have Matrix, Element Chat, we have Twitter, we have Telegram, we have also Mastodon. I mean, I have Mastodon. Feel free to reach out there as well, because some people just prefer more privacy and the non-commercial systems. So thank you very much for listening. Hope you enjoyed, and stay in touch.
Thank you, guys. Bye.